Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Hoodie Priestess Tarot. My name is Jodine and we're going to do a reading for you that will be for the week of Monday, August 10th through Sunday, August 16th. And it's good for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, or crosswatchers. And I'm going to start out by pulling a card from this brand new deck, which I am slowly breaking in with all the zodiac signs. And this is the Enchanted Forhaxa deck. Forhaxa is a Swedish word that means bewitched. So I'm pulling one card for each zodiac sign, just to get to know the deck a little bit and break it in. For Sagittarius, a card for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. The Four of Water. This should correlate to the Four of Cups. This is a deck that focuses on fairies and mermaids. Very beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the book definition is. That's one thing I'm doing, is just finding out if anything is different in the way they interpret, or it's also a way for me to add to my knowledge of how to interpret cards too. The Four of Water, the legend of the self-absorbed mermaid in the Forhaxa, goes something like this. There was once a fairy who fell deeply in love with the mermaid. The problem was that this mermaid did not return the affection. It was not because the fairy was not worthy, but because the mermaid could not see the beauty in anything other than themselves. Sitting on the riverbank where the water was almost shallow, the mermaid would spend hours admiring their reflection. As the mermaid lovingly gazed into the water, the fairy, hurt and angry, focused their energy on the river. Their anger caused heat, and as a result, the river quickly evaporated, leaving the mermaid stranded on land, incapable of moving. Although taking time for reflection has its benefits, it's when we get so caught up in our emotions that the world around us becomes a blur and we get stuck. When we become wrapped up in our own needs or desires, we tend to forget those of the people around us. This mermaid may appear as a sign that you have fallen into the trap of apathy when you find yourself unmotivated to move or can't muster up the enthusiasm to try something new. Take a moment to check in with your heart. Is it open to new experiences, or are you feeling closed off? I really like that, Sagittarius, as a interpretation of the Four of Cups, and I want to add to it. I think it also could be sometimes when this card comes up that we might be trying to get attention or love or affection from somebody who is either distracted by something or self-absorbed, or for one reason or another can't give us the time of day. So I think a couple of different interpretations are in order on that card. All right, now I'm going to use the Phantomwise deck, which if you've been watching me, you've seen before. And we're going to look at the week ahead from, once again, August the 10th through August the 16th. For Sagittarius, please show me where Sagittarius is right now. What's going on for Sagittarius right now, please? Thank you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Okay. Now, what is a helper for Sagittarius? What's helping Sagittarius? What's helping Sagittarius in this here and now? Thank you. The Three of Pentacles. In this week that's coming up, what is it that will be fading for Saggy? What's fading from their focus or their attention? Thank you. The Four of Wands. If the Four of Wands is fading from Sagittarius' attention, what is it that's right in front of them? What is front and center for Sagittarius? What is holding Sagittarius focus in the week coming up? Thank you. The Four of Cups. Okay, look at the picture here. The one who's so focused on the cups before them. Remember, cups are emotion. Cups are water. They're emotion. They're so focused on those cups that they don't see the universe trying to light them up with something new. Now, I only bring that up because it's the second time the Four of Cups has come up for you. Okay? So, ta-da! Let's just pay attention to that. All right, so that's what's right in front of you. Now, the next question is, what is coming around the bend that Sagittarius is not aware of because it's not in front of them yet? What's coming up for Sagittarius? Thank you so much. The Queen of Swords. And where are we headed? What's the goal? What's the destination for this week, August 10th through the 16th? Where is Saggy headed? Thank you. The Four of Swords. Beautiful. All right. Put everything here. I want to look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Wands. Leo had this at the bottom of the deck too. Leo also had Queen of Swords. I don't know if you have any Leo in your chart or if Leo figures prominently into your life. You may want to look at their reading. That's crazy. All right. So Sagittarius, you're going through a time of change right now. The wheel is turning. You're moving on. Just some kind of change is about. And what's going to help you through going through this change, and we're all going through changes, by the way. The world is rife with change. Our country is rife with change. I don't care what country you're watching from. You probably can go ahead and say everything is changing around here. Everything. The weather, the climate, technology. I mean, we just are living through this big time, all of us, okay? So what's going to help you get through that is to collaborate with and or work with other people. All right? Find community where you can. It looks like what's fading out for you. I mean, some of you might be going through a marriage that's dissolving, but I think more broadly, this can stand for a sense of community, a sense of belonging with other kindred spirits, a sense of having a happy foundation. Something might be changing in your life. People might be coming or going, or job situations could be changing. We do have this prominent pentacle on the table. Okay, and so something's changing in which what's fading out is that community that you were familiar with and that you depended upon. And where you are right now is it looks to me like you're focusing on some kind of loss. I'm losing that stability, that foundation, that community, that relationship. Whatever it was that was the foundation of your life, it's either changing, it's changing in some way, okay? And you're really focused on it. But now be careful that you're not so focused on it that you can't appreciate the new things coming in, because that's the thing about change, right? I'll give you an example. There's so much development going up in the city where I live. So many new houses, new apartment buildings, and we're losing a lot of wild space. And some people near and dear to me and myself have just been bemoaning the fact that all of these wild creatures, wild birds and rabbits and squirrels and possums and all of these wonderful creatures are losing their homes, and they're not leaving the place where they lived, but the place where they lived is changing. Instead of being a wild field or a vacant lot or a lot of forest, they are now living in a place that's occupied by houses and people and cars and roads. And we were so sad about that, but what we didn't see was the opportunity we have now to interact with those animals. They're in our yards, they're in our neighborhoods, and we know those animals and have developed relationships with those animals, with those insects that we didn't have before. And it has, you could never imagine it, but has lent such a richness to our lives that, you know, like a lot of us are deciding to like rewild our yards. Well, if they're going to lose their habitat to our houses, we're going to make our lawns their habitat. So there's this whole changing dynamic. Just as a example, I wanted to throw that out because it could be something changing that you never thought would change. You know, this is really stable, solid foundation. This is change. This is not wanting to see new opportunities because you're so busy feeling bad about something that you lost. Or maybe you didn't lose it, but it just changed. Okay. In the horizon now, coming around the corner, is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, you're gonna need to go through your files and evaluate, make evaluation of every piece of information that you have. And this is an opportunity to go through and see where your mind is focused. The swords are air. They're the element of the mind. Okay, so where is your mind focused? What is it that you look out and see? Do you look out and see loss? Or do you look out and see a new opportunity? No doubt both things are true at the same time. A time of change that we're very uncomfortable with can be the worst of times. It can also be the best of times. Sagittarius, your card that represents you in the tarot deck is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is the knowledge that two opposite things can both be true simultaneously. It is a mixing of two. It is to be patient. It is to walk the middle ground. It is not to be going to any extreme one way or the other. That's Sagittarius. That's the wisdom of Sagittarius. So the Queen of Swords is going to tell you, if your outlook on the world is one that leaves you feeling the blues, then take your sword and shape it into something else. And this may cause you, just to be able to do this, may cause you to need to meditate on something. Meditate on the way you see the world. Meditate on the way your mind is perceiving the world. Because the world is changing and we don't have any choice. in the matter. What we can control is the way we think about it and the possibilities that we're able to see in it. Is it just a loss, or is it a change that allows for new possibilities and opportunities? You may need to rest. This is the card of rest. This is the card of also meditation, deep spirituality, searching inside yourself. It's a card of, it's a little bit of withdraw. Not withdraw like, oh, I'm not going to go to work anymore, or I'm not going to talk to people anymore. Not that kind of withdrawal. It's just withdrawing to see if there's a different way to think about things. Here on the edge we have the 9 of Wands. This is a fire card and you're a fire sign, so this is in your element. We have a noisy car. This is another thing that's changed in my neighborhood since all the new housing went in. There's so many more cars. There's just, it has just changed the peace and quiet here quite a bit. Okay, now this is the one who's been through hell, but they don't give up, okay? This is the wounded warrior. Has been very battle worn, but they're still standing there defending their territory. They've got all their wands up. This can be a symbol of all the battles that they've been through. Can also depict that maybe they're putting some boundaries up. It can also be baggage if we've got a lot of trauma in our life. If the changes in our life feel traumatic, it might be hard for us to see around those traumas. It looks like there's been some sort of relationship upheaval in your life. Or you've been wounded in a relationship, okay? I don't know if it was a relationship with an Aries. Maybe you could be having a problem with an elderly person or an authority figure, or it could be a father figure. This is also the card of Pisces. I don't know if that makes anything, any difference in your life. Did I mention this is Aries? Okay, so we've got heavy Aries energy. We've got heavy Pisces information, but energy. But Pisces would be here to say to follow your instincts, listen to your intuition. What is it that your gut is telling you? Pay attention to it. We got 2 cards here that are shady. Okay, we've got one of somebody who might be not completely on the up and up. And we've got one of somebody who can want to have their own way all the time. Can be kind of an asshole. All right. Is there somebody in your life like that? You might want to follow your intuition about them. If your intuition tells you not to trust somebody, maybe don't trust them at this time. The way those cards look, and then we have a card of overall happiness here. So I don't know, take that that whole little story there from the deck, take it if it resonates with you. If you've got questionable about somebody in your life, that might also not be your story. If it's not your story, then don't take it. Don't make it your story. But right here, what we're looking at is with a heavy emphasis on don't focus on your losses, or don't focus on your heartaches, or whatever it is, the things that are changing that you're not comfortable with. Don't focus on them so much that you cannot see new opportunities coming in. I think that's the message for you, Sagittarius, overall for the week ahead. Now, we're going to pull a Urban Crow Oracle card for you, and I just want to add that this deck, the author of this deck and the artist of this deck, is the same person who is the author and artist of Urban Crow. Okay, so for Sagittarius for the week of August 10th through the 16th, we need a very good oracle card that is meaningful for them. Can you please, for Sagittarius, for the upcoming week, for Sagittarius? Thank you so much. Ghosts. Wow, I hardly ever see this card, and now I've seen it for 2 zodiac signs. One last week, and now you this week. This card is about the inability to let go of somebody who you're no longer having a relationship with. Let's go ahead. It's kind of a smart-ass card, but that's all right. If you're unable to get over somebody, you might need a smart-ass kind of kick. And you will notice that it is card number 20, which reduces to 2. And 2 is about relationships, right? 2 is also about choices and decisions. All right, here we go. 20, ghosts. Shadows of the past. Let them visit, but don't let them stay. They no longer hold substance in your world, and if they linger too long, they may become trapped in your psyche. Have you ever found yourself having an argument with someone who wasn't even in the room? The argument plays out in your head. That situation that brought about the feelings and emotions that lead to internal disagreement is a ghost. Like a ghost repeating the pattern of walking through a room as it has done each night since its human form passed. It is stuck in a moment in time. There is nothing that can be said or done that will change what occurred. Ghosts ask that you examine your feelings regarding a past event. Are you able to find acceptance and move forward into healing? Are you unable to forgive or seek forgiveness, allowing old wounds of the past to remain open? Pay attention to when ghosts appear. They may indicate the source of a block. It might be time for an exorcism. That's what I think is smart-assy here. If you want to take a screenshot of that, go ahead and you can look at it later or just play this video again. But you know, it's telling you if you are really so stuck on something that you need help, then you should not hesitate to seek it. Well, the 3 of Pentacles, which came up in your reading, is a card of people working together. It's collaboration. It's asking for support. If you need to ask for support, ask for support. No shame. Yeah. Those things we can't let go of that cloud our mind to the extent that we can't let new things happen. And you know what, Sagittarius, sometimes we're just in that state and it takes time to play out. But this does ask you to pay attention to that. So if that's where you are, then if this is resonating with you, then I hope it's a useful message. So that's what I have for you this week, Saggy, and I want to thank you for supporting me and my work and this channel. And I do like reading for you very much. I do feel very supported by you, and I hope that I will see you again next week. I hope that you have a lovely week. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye-bye.